A Tough Wish, Even for Santa Claus. A short story by me, Marty Nemko.
Dear Santa, sure I'd like a baseball glove, but what I'd really like, and even you probably can't get it for me, is for my class at school to be run by the kids. You see, the kids wouldn't make me sit still all day. The kids wouldn't make me do long division when I could use a calculator. The kids wouldn't take away our phones. They'd let us use our phones to learn with like those educational computer games. I know that's a lot for me to ask of you, but if you could get it for me, I'd believe in you forever and ever. Your friend, Matt. Matt showed the letter to his mom, who pursed her lips. That's a tall order, Matt. Matt lowered his head and patted out. Now he was sure there really is no Santa Claus. But his mom had an idea. She would mail his letter to the principal. You see, Matt's mom herself was concerned that his class was poorly suited to him. In fact, Matt's teacher thought maybe he should go on Ritalin. Maybe the letter would encourage the principal to ask the teacher to make her teaching more boy-friendly. Christmas came and went with just the usual presents. But when Matt arrived to class on the first day of school in January, a substitute teacher was there. I'm Mrs. Claus. We're going to try an experiment today. Matt's eyes widened. We're going to let you run the class. But first, let's discuss how you'll do it. Raise your hand. Who has the first suggestion? Matt couldn't restrain himself and blurted out, maybe we could use our phones to play educational games? Each kid could pick his own and go at their own pace. But a few children objected. But I don't have a smartphone. Another student said, well, I'm sure the school would buy them for you. And Matt replied, well, why don't the few kids who don't have phones share with someone they'd enjoy sharing with? And everyone nodded in agreement. But another student asked, what if you get stuck? Matt blurted again, then we'll ask Mrs. Claus for help. And so it went, an hour of suggestions, objections, and solutions. Then Mrs. Claus said, ready to try it? There was unanimous assent. The day went wonderfully, and in the middle, the principal came in, watched carefully, and took notes. It was the first time Matt could remember that he was sad when the school day was over. But the next day, his regular teacher returned. She stood before the class and stared into the dejected kids' faces. And holding the principal's notes in her hand, she smiled for the first time ever and said, boys and girls, you can continue running the class. The class cheered, and Matt couldn't resist blurting out, there is a Santa Claus. And from the distance, an echoey voice, and a Mrs. Claus, I should say Mrs. Claus,